Okay, so I thought my amp in my Jeep went out. I was driving around one day and all of a sudden I had no power to my sub. So I took this amplifier out. This was the one I had. I mean, look at that. I'm sorry, but I mean, look at that. That's a 1750, and man, it puts out all of 1750 RMS. No bullshit. This thing's a tank. So I go and I buy another one, right? I buy the next step up, which is the 2500 RMS watt. And I'm not even kidding, man. That thing's like maybe a quarter of an inch to a half of an inch longer. I mean, the bolts are the screw holes that I have in the back of the Jeep where I mounted this. I mean, the screw was maybe I could almost get it into the same spot, but I just kind of shifted it to get a nice clean new hole. But turns out the speaker wires are fine here, and going into the sub was where the speaker wire broke. And I was too damn lazy to pull the sub out and look at it before I decided, oh, well, the amp must be out, so I'll just buy another one. Because the amp light and all that shit was fine. Couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting audio. And here I am, this big audio guy. And I didn't bother to even look right there to see if my wires are connected. But so let's see, I got Sundown SA12. This fucking dumps. It just dumps for a single 12. You know, I'm not trying to do competition or nothing like that. Man, this thing just kicks ass. And so I went ahead and just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and install the new amp. I mean, what am I gonna do? Send it back? No way. So this is the SIA 2500, and let's see. Look at that. About as big as my hand. The connection's back there, nice and clean. Got the connection up here, and man, just that from 1750 to 2500 watts RMS, it just gives a little tighter. Now this is the SA12, and I think that it's rated for like 750 watts, but let me tell you, it takes a hell of a lot more watts than that. So I need to double check these ports and see if I'm actually getting 1 ohm. Well, let's check it out. Sorry, I'm trying to hold a light. Let's see here. There you go. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Pull this out. Come on. Son of a bitch. So what happened was that I did bare wire to these speaker posts, and over time the bare wire just like kind of snapped off. So probably from rubbing and shit. So I put these little jumpers on here. Okay, so what do we got? We got 0. Let's see here. I should really bring my camera stand out. It's really getting people sick watching this. Too much movement. Okay, one's in. Oh shit. Look at that. 1.5 ohms. So, yep. It's wired okay. I thought maybe one of the wires came off and maybe it's running, because it's a dual 2 ohm voice coil. Yeah, dual 2 ohm voice coil, and I can't remember whether it's wired in series or wired in parallel. Anyways, so I wired it to where it sees 1 ohm to the amp, which is going to give it the most power. And I'm not kidding, like, I dumped this thing. I went into town right now after I hooked it up. I took the dogs for a ride, went to the store, grabbed a couple beers, and drove into town. It takes me about 20 minutes. But I mean, I ripped this thing. And that gain control is maxed out. Like I turned it all the way up. I'm going to control it with my knob up there. And I'm not really worried about the crossover settings because I got my main deck that's controlling that. But holy shit, man, this thing, I dumped this thing. Like, was just ripping it. And it you know, to touch, it wasn't even warm. Wasn't even warm. So I don't know. Technology is way better than it used to be, obviously. But holy shit. Talk about a powerhouse. Sundown Audio, man. I can't say enough about these guys. You know, the nightshade and all that kind of crap. You know, if I was into competition, I mean, I'm more into home audio now than anything, but which is, you know, 10 times more expensive. But, you know, if I had some beater ass van that I could build up and turn into some, you know, crazy ass fucking bass rig, and I had the money to do it and wanted to do it, I would. But I don't know. I just think Sundown, yeah, you sold me. I'm gonna be a loyal buyer from here on out. Because damn. So now I got a 1750 RMS amp that I'm wondering what to do with. And I'm thinking I might be able to, because I got one of those, oh gosh, what do you call it? Those yellow top batteries, and you know, everything is all set up. My lights don't blink or nothing when this thing's slamming hard. So I'm thinking maybe I'll fit it in here, and then maybe I'll get like a sealed 10 or a sealed 8. And since this actually has a high pass crossover, I can cut this thing off at like maybe 80 hertz, maybe 60, 70, maybe 80 hertz. I can cut that high pass off there. That way this 12 is only getting like 20 to 60 to 20 to 80 hertz, getting just that low. And then the other amp has the same controls, so I can set the low pass on that to about 60, 80, and then bring it up to the 120 to 200 range and get that mid-range gut punch, and possibly maybe put that in the sealed box, like a 10 or an 8 in the sealed box, and run it with the 1750 amp, and then get one of those block distributors. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? But the point is, Sundown, man, their amps are getting smaller. They're getting more powerful. I don't know. It's crazy.